Welcome to our podcast. You are truly living or just existing? Welcome to today's podcast. Have you ever paused and wondered whether you're truly living or just existing? I'm not talking about those fleeting thoughts that come when you're stuck in traffic or scrolling through your phone late at night. I mean really asking yourself if this is it. Is this what life is supposed to be? Most people never ask that question seriously. And if they do, they quickly brush it off because the answer terrifies them. What if the truth is that you've spent most of your days simply existing, going through the motions, breathing without really feeling alive? Existing is comfortable. It's predictable. You follow routines, you do what's expected, and you survive. But there's no spark, no wonder, no real connection to the world or yourself. And maybe you've convinced yourself that this is enough. But deep down, in those quiet moments when no one else is around, you know it isn't. Living, on the other hand, is messy. It's raw and wild and unpredictable. It's filled with joy so big it makes your heart race and pain so deep it leaves you breathless. Living requires courage. The courage to feel everything, to risk heartbreak, to chase dreams that might never come true, to look foolish, to fail and try again anyway. But most of us have forgotten how to live because we're too busy surviving. We've traded presence for productivity. We've filled every spare moment with noise, endless notifications, streaming shows, mindless scrolling, anything to keep us from sitting still and asking ourselves what we are doing with our lives. We're terrified of stillness, because stillness forces us to confront the emptiness we've been ignoring. But that emptiness isn't something to fear. It's a doorway, a place where real life begins. Imagine waking up tomorrow and instead of rushing through your day on autopilot, you slow down. You savor your coffee, really taste it, instead of gulping it down like a fuel stop. You look out the window and notice how the light touches the leaves. You smile at a stranger, not because you have to, but because you feel like it. Those moments aren't insignificant. They're life. And when you start noticing them, everything changes. The truth is, living fully doesn't require a dramatic overhaul of your life. It's not about quitting your job or moving to some exotic location. It's about shifting your mindset, paying attention, choosing presence over distraction, depth over surface. It's about daring to ask yourself hard questions and being brave, enough to sit with the answers. Who are you when you're not defined by what you do? What do you care about, really? Who makes your soul light up just by being near? Living means showing up for all of it. The beauty, the heartbreak, the wonder, the uncertainty. It means laughing until your sides hurt and crying when you need to without apologizing for it. When was the last time you let yourself feel that deeply? When was the last time you looked at the night sky and felt small in the best way possible? Reminded that this universe is vast and beautiful and mysterious, and that you're part of it? You might be thinking that all sounds nice, but you have responsibilities. You can't just abandon your to-do list and chase sunsets. And you're right. But you can change how you move through your day. You can choose to be fully present, even in the ordinary moments. You can choose to listen deeply when someone speaks to you, instead of planning your response. You can choose to be kind, even when it's inconvenient. Living is a series of choices, tiny ones made every day. And those choices shape your reality. It's not about perfection. It's about intention. It's about finding meaning in the little things. The smell of fresh rain, the warmth of a hug, the sound of music that speaks to your soul. It's about daring to be vulnerable, to open your heart wide even when it's been hurt before. Because without vulnerability, there's no real connection, no real joy. And that's what we're here for, isn't it? Connection, love, growth, to learn, to explore, to create, to leave the world just a little better than we found it. So I'm asking you now, are you living or just existing? If the answer is just existing, that's okay. You're not alone, but you don't have to stay there. You can choose differently. Start small. Notice one beautiful thing today that you would have overlooked. Let yourself feel one honest emotion without numbing it. Reach out to someone you care about and tell them how much they mean to you. And keep doing that, day by day, moment by moment, until living becomes your natural state. Because life is too short and too precious to spend it merely surviving. You are here, breathing, feeling, being. Let that be enough reason to live fully, bravely, and beautifully. So go on, live. Not someday, not when everything is perfect, but now. Because this moment, this wild, imperfect, magnificent moment, is your life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. Also, feel free to share your thoughts or any questions you have in the comments below.